Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest. I, Sushma, Sergeant at Arms, welcome you all to the meeting number 619 of Speech Weavers Toastmasters Club, Bangalore. To become successful, we all must set a mission for ourselves. Likewise, to begin with, Toastmasters' mission is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. We follow few guidelines in all our meetings. Please do not talk about sex, religion, and politics. If you are not a speaker, keep your microphone muted at all times. For better experience, keep your video on at all times unless you are moving in and out of the room. As an encouragement to all our speakers and the role takers, make sure you upload them virtually. Now, it's time for me to introduce our newly elected president, who is young and energetic and has a great passion for learning. In addition to that, he encourages members to take up different roles. His hobbies include cycling and reading books in his free time. His past roles includes VP membership, immediate past VP education. Currently, he is working as a business manager for a startup company. Let's welcome our President Toastmaster Mayur with a big round of applause. Toastmaster Mayur,
thank you so much, Sushma, for a wonderful.
Stage is yours.
Thank you, Sushma, for your wonderful introduction. Today is the first time I am starting as a president of the club. I thank you all for your support throughout the term. And before I will jump into our meeting, I would like to thank all of our past term executive committee members, starting from immediate past president Toastmaster Deepa, VP membership Toastmaster Joseph sir, VP PR Toastmaster Vinu, secretary of our club Toastmaster Vandana. She is again the secretary of the club. Treasurer Toastmaster Akash, SA Toastmaster Shushma, and Toastmaster Ashwini. Ashwini were part of the club earlier and now she is not with us right now. So I would like to thank all of you for your service to the club and bringing quality in the club. So today's theme is what's the plan? And so for that, I want to know what will be your plan for that term and today. Now, before we goes into the meeting, I would like to ask every immediate past role taker to give some suggestion to our current team, what they can work on and how they can improve their quality by doing their role perfectly for this term. So I start inviting, and you can speak on 2-3 things, or you can speak on 1 to 2 minutes. So I'll start with immediate past president Toastmaster Deepa to give some suggestions to us.
Thank you, Mayur. If I have to suggest from my learnings what we can take, how we can take this club forward, I would say it's just about maintaining personal connections, maintaining those conversations between members, having them flow so that people feel free to speak and are felt supported and are not conscious at all at taking up roles. So every time they do that, they will feel empowered. Every time they speak, they will just feel better. So it's all about maintaining those personal relationships with the members and as a group. And I think we know the details about how we engage otherwise, but it's just the basics that we need to get better at. That's it. Over to Mayur.
Thank you so much, Deepa, for your suggestions. Now I would like to invite our immediate past VP membership Toastmaster Joseph to give your suggestions to club.
Thank you, Mayur. My suggestion would be, you as a president, you will motivate the people and you will inspire them, and you also mentor them in spite of having any mentor, and you also support their achievement of goal. Number two will be that they are competent. From their competency, your club can attain so many accolades, as well as what you say, the club will rise to a certain elevation by their success in whatever the contest they are going in for every time from club to district level. So their competency is necessary. Therefore, you have to train them in such a way that your club is elevated all the time and you can maintain the quality. However, Deepa's Rain has got a quality, but there is always an improvement more and more because we have a novice as our Toastmasters. They are not experienced. Over to you.
Joseph sir, I would like to ask you to give some suggestions to incoming or current VP membership also, what you have learned in that particular role. So that will be helpful for him as well.
Okay. During my tenure, what I did was, I always used to write just not an invitation letter only for meeting. I used to motivate them how Toastmaster is helpful in their career also. So for that, I used to take some examples of the leaders who are in the Toastmasters Club, how they come up in their career and how they achieve so many things in their life by participation in Toastmaster for communication as well as the leadership skills, and much more than that, like humorous speeches and so on and so forth. There are so many people who are physically challenged. They were also in the Toastmaster and they come up in their career a better life. That's the example. I always put it in the email and send it to all the members. The second one is I always call the members and request them to attend the meeting first and give me the opinion. At the same time, after the meeting, I used to call them, when are you going to join? So normally the second part is no response at all. It is very rare that people would like to say yes for joining the Toastmaster. However, the speechcraft session was so helpful at that time. So we could get few people from other club as well as the new members. So that was the reason that fulfilled the VP membership.
Thank you, Joseph sir, for your wonderful explanation how one can improve on membership role, and similar things I was applied in my term that time. So it was a great experience doing VP membership role as well for me. Our past VP PR is not with us today, so I will move to secretary, but secretary is the same. So I'll
But
just
but I have
yeah,
things to
if
say.
you have any ideas, so we can include.
So as president of a new executive committee, I would like to say that we should always look to uphold the values of Toastmasters. So when it comes to respecting people, irrespective of their gender, giving equal importance, and respecting whether people know certain things or don't know. So for example, it could be language. So we all choose to talk in English. So whether we choose to comment on something in another language, then we should always opt to translate that, whether it is speeches, whether it is communication on, in our groups. I think we should be fair and we should be inclusive. So we should respect our, views on religion and politics, but let's not bring in these discussions in our groups and, any kind of, conversations that happen. The other thing that I would like to say is that maybe we could focus as a team on mentorship this year. So thank you, Mayur, for the opportunity, and I'm looking forward to working with you this year.
Thank you so much, Vandana, for your explanation and experience. we will try to include whatever you said. Now I would like to invite our past treasurer Toastmaster Akash to say about your experience and what you can say to our incoming treasurer, what she can do in this term.
Yeah. So, for me, the treasurer role was really first experience as an executive member in anything. So, I would say this was a good learning experience for me. So, I was aware of Excel, but I have never used such extensively until it came to this treasurer role. So, yeah, I would say this is a good learning opportunity. Learn as you go, and for me, what I had like improvement, what I would do if I take up the treasurer role again is like I would like to make the timely disbursement of the gifts and trophies whenever I get a chance. Means so that is a good thing, like a treasurer can do, is what I believe. And yeah, there were some challenges. We had to switch from different vendors during our uh, period, but yeah, if it is the same, we can we'll be comfortable doing that with the same vendor. That's what one I have to do.
Okay.
That's it. Thanks.
Yeah.
Back to you.
Thank you, Akash, for your explanation. We will try to include in this term as well, whatever you have said. Now, I would like to ask our SA Toastmaster Shushma, how was your experience and what you want to include in this term? Shushma, over to you.
Yeah, maybe like our experiences, if new members are there, what is that they have achieved through to join by joining Toastmaster Club, if that can influence and inspire others to join as a member, or in turn, if they influence others, that would be great.
Okay.
New members, if they can share their experience.
Okay. Thank you, Shushma. Now, I would like to, first of all, today our two club members having birthday, and I would like to wish them many happy returns of the day to our club member DTM Milin and Toastmaster Shubdeep. Many happy returns of the day. Have a great day, guys. Now, let's jump into let's invite joke master of the day. He is a passionate life and digital coach. He has around 2 decades of corporate IT experience. He is also volunteering as a chief coach for personal growth startup Unlimited Potential. He is a Toastmaster since 8 years. He also finished his CCCL and SEL. He also played various executive roles like club mentor, president, VP membership, VP education previously in clubs. So let's invite Toastmaster Vinit to crack some good jokes for us. Over to you, Vinit.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mayur, Mr. President.
Thank you.
How many of you like jokes? Is there anyone who don't like? I should have asked a reverse question, right? And how many of you like puzzles? Anyone here who likes puzzles to play? Online puzzles, all of you, right? So I'll go with a very small, simple puzzle and a kind of joke with that, so that there is a bit of engagement. I'm sure you might have heard, being all of you are public speakers, so I'm sure you might have heard about this survey. What is the number one fear in public? So generally, what is the number one fear that they have? Have you any guesses on this? What is the number one fear that we all have? Not we all have.
The speaking.
Public speaking, right?
Public speaking.
Right. So the number one fear, I know many of us don't have that now, but generally that is the case. Number one is public speaking, and the number two is death. Now think about it. If given an option, people would like to die than to do public speaking. Now just think about an average man who is not like a Toastmasters like you, a normal average guy who is not getting chance or he's not working on his public speaking skills. Let's say one such guy goes to a funeral. He goes to a funeral and he's asked to raise a toast. No, that's not a good thing to do, isn't it? You should not raise a toast when there's a funeral, right? So I'll say he's asked to cite a tribute. Kind of, he has to give a tribute. That is also a public speaking. Think about it. Who do you think he would be the most jealous of at that time? Guy who is not into public speaking. I told you about the survey. He has to do a public speaking now. Who do you think he will be the most jealous of?
The one in the coffin.
Exactly. So the man in the coffin, because he would choose death over public speaking. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to say. I hope if it made some sense. So I was just trying to mix a bit of puzzle and a bit of funny joke into that. So that's it. I think over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Vinith, for cracking some good jokes. Now, I would like to invite our Toastmaster of the day. So he's a software developer at Standard Chartered. His hobbies include reading books and binge watching Netflix and Amazon Prime and many other things. He liked to find out funny story of anything, and I heard of him that he was the very funny guy in our speechcraft session. So I would like to invite our Toastmaster of the day, whose theme got delayed by 2 weeks due to some changes in the meeting earlier. So let's welcome our Toastmaster of the day with theme "What's your plan?" Toastmaster of the day, Pulkit, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mayur, for such a wonderful introduction. Good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to the Speech Weaver Club's 619th meeting. What's your aim in life when you will grow up? My annoying relative asked me when I was 9th standard. I said, when I grow up, I want to earn money, like a lot of money. And what's the plan? He asked. I said, I am just waiting for Ambani to adopt me, and that's the plan. He says, get serious, figure it out. And he was gone, sending me in this thinking trap. I was anxiously sitting there thinking about a foolproof plan to be successful. Doesn't it happen with all of us at some point or other in our life? The big life questions would build up in our heads like, am I on correct career path? How will I meet my perfect soulmate? Why is this speaker looking so good? Well, not that one. But the questions about careers and relationships pop up in our heads, and instead of being excited about the journey itself, we are filled with fear and fright, panic about the perfect plan to make our dreams come true. We all have really big dreams, and when the dream is that bigger and that far, our mind cannot just think of exact path between our feet and the destination. Our eyes cannot see the way, but somehow our heart has that intuition. It knows about the step you should take now. Think about it. Do you get out of your home only when all the traffic lights are green? You don't. Just get out there, start your journey. Red lights will turn green by the time you reach there. Maybe even some green lights will turn red, but have faith in yourself. You will reach the destination just in time, unless you are in Bangalore traffic. Let me ask you something. Raise your hands if you have walked on a road in winter season when there is fog everywhere, so much white fog that you can't see anything. Let me see a raise of hands if Well, few of hands are there. The journey of life is like walking on a foggy road. You will never be sure if there is a turn 1 foot away or if there is a dog waiting for you on the next turn. But you know what is there under your feet, and that's all you need to know for taking next one step. It is okay to not know what does future hold. It is okay to not have a plan. Talking about the first step, let me tell you about a person who broke the ice 97 years ago by opening a Toastmaster club with the aim of improving the communication skills of people around him. His name is Ralph C. Medley. Today, he has touched the life of over 4 million people. Toastmaster International has more than 364,000 members and more than 16,200 clubs in 145 countries, and it is still growing. Today, as a Toastmaster, you can attend online meetings anywhere in the world. Unlike our theme, this meeting is planned. There is a structure. There are 3 segments in today's meeting. The first segment is prepared speeches, where members will be delivering speeches based on the project and the pathways they have chosen. The second segment is voiceover segment. This is something that we will witness first time in our club. The voiceover segment will be having our members forming teams and doing live dubbing of videos. The third and final segment is evaluation, where the speeches will be evaluated and the evaluation reports will be presented. To help us in the evaluations and preparing the report, we have a general evaluator in the meeting who says, lucky are those who speak after her evaluation. By profession, she is a UX designer. She is our present club secretary. With a huge round of applause, please welcome on your virtual screen the dreamer, the compulsive doodler, Toastmaster Vandana. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Pulkit. I'm excited to start our first meeting for this term as general evaluator. And for this, I have a wonderful team. Why do we have to evaluate? There's no point in for us to just come and speak and do our roles. We need to know what went well and what we can do better. And to support me, I have a team, a tag team. And today, the timer is Toastmaster Bidu. I'd like to invite Toastmaster Bidu to explain his role today.
Good evening, everyone. So, as you all know, time and tide wait for none. So, speech weavers also have a particular agenda which they want to complete within a stipulated time frame. So, to help this happen, each of the members have to adhere to a particular time slot which is given in the agenda list. My role is to ensure that I help them in delivering the speeches on time. So, I will be flashing 3 cards, green, yellow, and red in this particular sequence. Yellow would be flashed 30 seconds after the green card is flashed, and the red card will be flashed 30 seconds after yellow card is flashed. Once the red card is flashed, you will have 30 seconds to complete your speech. I hope everyone adheres to the time limit so that the entire meeting can be covered up in the stipulated time limit. Over to you, Vandana.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bidu, especially for taking up this role. As you made a comeback as our member, he was an old member who's just come back, and we're happy to have you. And thank you for taking up the role just in the beginning of the meeting with no preparation. So that's what we all do as Toastmasters, rising up to the moment. Next, I'd like to invite our counter for today, Toastmaster Adarsh, to explain his role.
Greetings to all Toastmasters and guests. I'll be playing the role of an R counter today. And as part of my role, I'll be tracking all of your crutch words. And when I say crutch words, I mean words such as, So these are some of the words that obstruct your speech. They make it less refined, and they make it very difficult for the other people to understand. So make sure to use as few crutch words as possible during the course of the meet, because I'm going to be keeping my ears wide open to listen to you. Thank you, and back to you, Vandana.
Thank you, Toastmaster Adarsh. It's very, also when you explain your role, do you use repetitive words? Do you use your R's? So I think you did a great job. And next, I'd like to invite our grammarian, distinguished Toastmaster Milind. Over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Vandana. Good grammar is like a personal hygiene. You can ignore it if you want, but don't be surprised when people draw their own conclusions. Some people find inspiration in cooking their families and their dogs, while other people find inspiration in cooking their families and their dogs. Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, honored guests, as grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listen carefully to their language and usage. I'll take note of all the good usages and phrases, idioms, words, and sentences. I'll also take note of areas of improvement for usage of words, sentences, phrases of English language, or any pronunciation challenges. As a grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce you the word of the day. Today's meeting, the word of the day is flibbertigibbet, flibbertigibbet, which means a silly person who talks too much. Or we can say a person who is gossiping and is overly talkative. Example, the social activist appeared to me more of a flibbertigibbet than what he claimed to be. I'll give my word of the day report and the grammarian usage report when called upon during the meeting by the General Evaluator. Back to you, Madam General Evaluator, Toastmaster Vandana.
Thank you, grammarian. I'm not sure what you were talking about, cooking your family members. You got us hooked in that, and interesting choice for your word of the day. Let's hope that we all can pronounce it and use it. And next, I'd like to invite our listener for today, Toastmaster Joseph, to explain his role. Over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Vandana. It is always said that a good speaker is already a good listener. So we are here to sit and listen carefully what the meeting goes on in different areas, prepared speech or other activities and all those things. So during this time, a good listener is always anticipated so that he could understand the whole meeting. So I'm going to take out some of the things which might be overlooked by the others, and I will ask them at the end of the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Vandana.
Thank you, Toastmaster Joseph. We all come and talk a lot, but do we really listen carefully? So probably Toastmaster Joseph will find that out at the end of the meeting. So that's all for now. We'll all come back at the end of, after the table topics to give my report and the tag team reports. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Pulkit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vandana, for introducing the tag team. We are looking forward to your reports. All right, let's move to the first segment of our meeting, prepared speeches. Today, we have only one speaker. The speaker will be attempting his icebreaker speech. And to evaluate his speech, we have Toastmaster Sushma. Toastmaster Sushma, I would request you to read out the speech objectives of the speaker. Over to you, Toastmaster Sushma.
Okay. The purpose of this project for the member is to introduce himself to the club and learn the basic structure of the public speech. Over to T. Modi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sushma, for reading out the objectives. So, Toastmasters, are you ready to meet our speaker? He is the newest member of our club. He is a student of Chartered Accountancy and MBA. He loves reading novels and watching sci-fi series. With a huge round of applause, please welcome on your virtual screen Toastmaster Nitin. Toastmaster Nitin, the second Big Bang. The second Big Bang, Toastmaster Nitin.
Thank you for such lovely introduction of my Toastmaster of the day. So hello and a warm greetings to all the Toastmasters and guests present on here. Today I am presenting you my level 1 project 1 and the title is The Second Big Bang. So what is the second Big Bang? The title represents myself. As we all know, the first Big Bang is the creation of the earth. So in a creative way, I thought of the second Big Bang would be the creation of myself. So looking at the name of the title, I remember many incidents of breaking my limbs. Yeah, because it is an icebreaker. I remember of breaking my limbs many times because I'm such a naughty boy and adventurous boy that many times I broke my limbs. So there were many incidents, but one of mine was in a school where we were in a race, and I broke my two fingers and one limb. So in such way, I was a very naughty boy. But to mention, I was not a very uh, extrovert, but I am commonly an introvert, and I'm not a flibbertigiet. So let me tell you about me in this meeting. Just a minute, I'll come. 1 minute. My net is just a minute, Toastmasters.
Just keep
Yeah.
your mobile somewhere fixed. It's moving a
No,
lot.
no. Sorry, sir. I got an issue. My dog.
Because your mobile is moving. That's why you're
Yeah,
shaking.
yeah. It got
Keep it
it
on a
fallen
stand or
down.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, it fallen down so that.
Okay, no problem. Take your time.
Yeah,
Start again
yeah.
once.
Yeah, I'll start myself. So myself, I am Nitin, and I am from Nellore. Talking to you. I am a chartered accountancy student basically, and I'm also studying MBA as a parallel course. As you know, to mention about my family, my father is an industrialist. He completed his BABL and he is also an advocate. But he continued his passion, creating his own brainchild. He is having an industry, and my mother is a graduated housewife, but runs a boutique downstairs. And my brother is a NEET aspirant, so he is a medical student, basically becoming a medical student. And there is a dog. I love my dog, and it is one of my hobby, playing with my dog a lot of time. So coming to me myself, even being born in Nellore, I started my studies at Hyderabad. It was my grandmother's place, so I was it there, and it continued for 4 dazzling years. Later, I came back to my hometown, shifted as even my grandparents shifted to Nellore. So I completed my schooling, but not in one school to mention. I repeated many schools. In the primary education, I was at Ratnam, and in the secondary, it was at Akshara Vidyalaya. And after that, I again came back to Ratnam, and later on it was the last time that I completed my studies. And again coming to my college, I'm in +1 and +2, 11th and 12th, it was Narayana. uh, as a student, I was a very calm and clean boy in my school. I was such an introvert that I don't even have friends. There were only a group of people that we roam around always. It was maybe like 3 or 4 people that I know, even now from my complete school time and college time. And coming back to my colleges, I started my CA career after completing my 12th. I completed my 12th in max background, but it was that I took CA as my career because I got many people's advices, and they told that CA is having a very good thing. So I took my career in CA, and it started very good. And coming to CA, I got to know that I have to get many of the people's reputation, so that I have to talk a lot to many people. So I started to talk out. I started to express myself out after coming to CA. The starting of my CA, I joined Masterminds, which is in Nellore, and later on, I completed my foundation, my first attempt, and then I shifted myself to Chennai. In Chennai, it was MT Educare that I studied, which was a very good institute for myself. I loved it very much that I was such an introvert till then and became an extrovert as of a sudden, because all the people, there were 800 people all of a sudden in a class sitting and listening to the class. So it was like that, more than listening to the class, we used to talk to ourselves, so that no one would be taking care of us. And it was such a great experience in the hostel, even that every day, I think most of the time, we used to have some kind of fight with the warden, that we are not having a good food diet provided, or some other reason of about hygiene or things. And that's it about my studies. Now I gave an attempt to my CA inter, and I completed one group, and the second group I had to give it an attempt. My leaving this apart, I wanted to be. I also wanted to complete my MBA, because CA being a passion, I wanted to go. I wanted to earn money. I wanted it as to be my main thing. But the second thing was that I also like to do a business. So in CA also we can have a business. So I started to do my MBA, so that I started to make a big circle. And in the part, uh, because of Toastmaster Sushma, I got introduced to the Toastmasters Club, and hoping that I'll be getting my career in a very good way. Thank you to all the Toastmasters. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Let's give a huge round of applause to Toastmaster Nitin for the speech. It was an amazing speech. The creative name of the speech and the humorous use of word breaking, that was really funny. But the fun has just begun, because it's time for voiceover segment. Hold your stomach and get ready to witness something special, something funny. To take us on this comic journey, we have a wonderful moderator with us. She is none other than our immediate past president. I asked her what's the plan, and she said this Toastmasters New Year's Day, it's all about mentoring and understanding what motivates and pushes people to unleash their potential. Please welcome on your virtual screen with a huge round of applause, Toastmaster Deepa. Over to you, Toastmaster Deepa.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pulkit. Welcome everybody to the voiceover segment of today's meeting. So you must be thinking, what is this voiceover? We usually have table topics. I don't understand a thing. Don't worry. I'm here to explain what we are doing and why we are doing this. This is an experiment at Speech Weavers. The aim is to get our vocal variety or practice our vocals to just jump across the screen. For example, just listen to me here. I'm just going to read a phrase or a short sentence in different ways. And you have to guess what emotion I'm talking about. I'm coming. Can anybody unmute yourself and guess what how am I feeling, or what am I trying to express?
Exhausted, tired, and you just
Right.
want to you're dragging yourself to come.
Yes. I'm coming.
Excited.
Yeah. I'm coming.
You are tired.
You're fed up, you're
Okay.
angry. Just because you're saying
Yes.
I'm coming.
I'm coming.
This may be angry.
Yeah. So you see, just the same sentence, but the way I used it. Suppose you're angry, you need to express that anger. Maybe not as exaggerated way as I do, but subtly you have to express it. So that's what we're going to practice today. What we're going to do is we're going to play. We already have assigned 2 teams. And what we're going to do is we're going to play a video, and there are characters in the video. The video will be run on mute, and the people behind are the members who in the team. They will lend their voices to the characters. So let's see how it goes. It's all experiment. So if it flops, I still want an applause from all of you. All right. Support Speech Weavers, huh?
With that, I would like to request the Zoom master to present the video of the first set of team so that we can start the voiceover segment.
Can you share the link?
It is, I think it's there in the role takers group. Let me see. Yeah, I have passed.
Shall I play it? I have also the link open.
Sure, sure. So first clipping is from the sitcom Friends. How many of you are familiar with the Friends? Most of you, I hope. So please try to laugh at the appropriate. I'm not sure whether we'll be able to get the laughter, crowd laughter, but we will definitely lend voices to Ross, Chandler, and Monica.
Just a minute.
Sure. So just for the information, in this particular team, we have Nitin as Ross. There's a tanning guy in a parlor and he'll be played by Adarsh. Monica will be played by myself and Chandler by Adarsh again. And there's another person in the tanning booth and that will also be played by me.
Okay, I am having some sharing issue. If Akash or you can share, so I'll check.
Okay.
It's in the group, right? Role takers.
Yeah. Let me check if I can share the link again.
Okay.
Okay, I got it, I think. So are you guys able to see my screen? Right?
Yeah. Yes, yes.
So here is the Friends video. I'll put it on full screen. It goes on to mute. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, sure.
I'm playing it. Go ahead, guys.
All right, Mr. Geller, come this way. So how dark do you want to get? We have 1, 2, or 3.
Well, I like how do you look? How much are you? 2. I think it's 2.
You got to face the red light, and that's when the spraying's about to start. So close your eyes. When the spraying stops, count to 5. Pat yourself down dry, to avoid any drip marks, and turn around so that we can get your back. All right?
Spring, count, pat, and turn. Spring, count, and pat.
Wow, you catch up fast.
Well, I have a PhD, you know. Shit. One Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Ah, what? What? Oh, what? What? I'm not finished. I'm not finished. The video. I'm not finished. I'm not finished counting. Oh, shit, man. You sprayed my friend twice, you know? You sprayed my friend twice.
You never turned?
No, I barely counted 3 Mississippi.
Mississippi, no. I told you to count to 5.
Mississippi Leslie. Oh, how bad it is.
It's not that bad, but it's only going to get worse in the next 4 hours.
I'm 4?
And your back's a 0, so you might want to even that out.
Really?
You might want to get back in there.
Okay. You know? Wait a minute. There's no light on the back wall. How do I know when it's gonna start? Hello? Hello? Oh, my eyes, it hurts. Oh shit, man. Not again. Oh shit. The same thing happened again.
You got 2 more tubes?
I'm an 8.
Hold on. There's something different.
I went to the tanning place. Your wife suggested.
Was that place the sun?
It get worse.
Oh my God. You can do a duet of Ebony and Ivory all by yourself.
How could you mess this up? It's so easy. You get into the booth and you go and count to 5 and turn around.
Wait, how do you count to 5?
1, 2, 3.
Damn it. I know.
Now let me explain how this works. You go
I'm
to the
gonna
booth
stop you
and
right there, Linda. Does it look like it's my first time? Now I want 4 2s and I want them all on my back. You understand?
Okay.
What? Wait a minute. There's 2 sets of nozzles. Which one of it is? Oh! Damn it! Go! No way, man. Again. Oh shit.
Dear, it's Chandler. Open up.
Go away. I don't want to see anybody.
I went to the tanning place and the same thing happened to me.
Really? Did you call Mississippi? You're not tan.
No, I just had to get a picture of this. See you later.
Shit.
How did they do it? Did you like the clipping or the voiceover? Did you enjoy our experiment today?
Awesome.
I hope you did. Thumbs up,
Yes.
please, everybody. If you
Yeah,
want.
it was great.
It was great. It was really great.
It was really great. Yeah.
Thank you so much for the encouragement. We'll move.
Happened. Deepa, are you there? What happened? What happened? Let's wait for 1 minute. Okay, she's coming into 1 minute. Meanwhile, Vandana, do you want to share how you were preparing for with your team until Deepa comes?
Which team? Which team are you talking about?
Second team means.
So what happened is we had a team, and then
Okay.
one of our team members got vaccinated. The other team member was recovering from a vaccination, but then luckily that meeting got cancelled. So then I asked the VP Education whether he would join, and what happened is there were 2 roles for women and 2 roles.
Okay, let's keep it suspense. Deepa is back.
Okay, so it was very tricky to prepare, but you'll see soon.
Thank you for waiting for me. I just got logged out. I just realized I made a I hadn't plugged the power cord to my laptop and I was thinking it's charging and it just lost charge. So let's move to the next segment in the voiceover. And this time we're going to have another clipping from the movie Sense and Sensibility. Have you heard of Jane Austen? She's a famous English writer and a female. All the girls in the room, you have to read her or have to see her movies because they speak all women feelings. I mean, everything that we feel is expressed so well, and it's a classic. So from the movie Sense and Sensibility, we're going to play a clipping, and there's going to be a voiceover done by Vandana, Akash, and Mayur. So best of luck to the trio, and let's play the clipping.
Okay.
So wait,
Just a
Mayur,
second.
Mayur, I think Deepa will have to share her screen. Otherwise, there'll be a timing issue if you share it.
Deepa, do you have link?
I need the host access also. No,
You
I don't
can
have the.
Just copy it in this chat window, like personally.
Okay, just a second.
I made you post.
Okay.
Let me first stop sharing. Then I'll share the link with you. Okay, shared, Deepa.
Okay. Just a second. Okay, let me share the screen now. So can you see?
Come out, dearest.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll mute it.
Okay, but you'll have to play it like from behind.
From behind?
I mean, yeah, like just push it.
Okay, starting right. Okay, 1, 2.
1 second,
3.
1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Make it full screen.
Okay,
Full
I'll
screen.
come again. Isn't it full screen now?
No.
Oh.
Just on the video itself on YouTube, you will see the full screen option. Just click on there one time.
Full screen.
Yeah.
It's now. Can you see full screen?
Now click on the full screen. It's not. I guess.
I
Okay.
am
Okay.
seeing the screen.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Wait. 1, 2, 3, and here I play.
Won't you come out? We haven't seen you.
Oh, Miss Dashwood, forgive me. Do you by any chance have such a thing as a reliable atlas?
I believe so.
Excellent. I wish to check the position of the River Nile. My sister tells me it's in South America.
Oh, no. No. She's quite wrong. For I believe it's in Belgium.
Belgium? Surely not. I think you must be thinking of the Volga.
The Volga? Of course, the Volga, which as you know starts in
Valdor stick and ends in
Wimbledon.
Precisely. Where coffee beans come from.
Oh, the source of the Nile in Abyssinia.
Is it? Interesting. How do you do? Edward Farris.
Margaret Dashwood.
Delighted to make your acquaintance. It adjoins this property.
Quite so.
It cannot be, but most desirable position. I'll write there tomorrow and speak to who it is.
Gibson.
Gibson? Lunch, yeah, lunch.
Like this. Oh.
Okay, no, that's not how you do it. Now just watch me carefully.
Okay.
Lunch.
Okay.
Ah, there you go. Oh, okay. Hi. Hello there. Oh, no.
Did I hurt you?
Oh, yeah.
Did I hurt you?
No, you didn't hurt me. No.
A big round of applause to the team for trying out a parody, I suppose we can call it. You almost changed the voices, male to female, female to male. Interesting. But then you had to get the emotions right. That was maybe practicing vocal variety. That was a great try. A big round of applause to the team. And with that, we end the voiceover segment. And I think
Deepa, I also have one monologue.
Okay, there's a monologue coming up, and this is going to be tried by Mayur. And so we have another clipping coming up. So you remember, the plan was we were planning to get a wildlife documentary, and somebody does a voiceover for that, or get an advertisement, or do a news channel. So, but then we didn't get role takers. Next time when we do voiceover segment, we'll want much more participation. For now, we'll go for the monologue by Mayur. Mayur, can you share the
I have
clipping?
shared. Yeah, yes, I have shared with you.
Okay. This is a surprise, and we'll start. 1 second. I'll share the screen again. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and here I go.
And so Richard Parker went ahead of me. He started his legs and walked along the shore. At the edge of the jungle, he stopped. I was certain that he was going to look back at me, flatten his ear to his head, growl that he would bring our relationship to an end in some way. But he just stared ahead into the jungle. And then Richard Parker, my fierce companion, the terrible one who kept me alive, disappeared forever from my life. After a few hours, a member of my own species found me. He left and returned with a group who carried me away. I wept like a child, not because I was overwhelmed at having survived, although I was weeping because Richard Parker left me so unceremoniously. It broke my heart, you know. My father was right. Richard Parker never saw me as his friend. After all we had been through, he didn't even look back at me. But I have to believe there was more in his eyes than my own reflection staring back at me. I knew it. I felt it. Even if I can't prove it, you know, I have left so much behind: my family, the zoo, India, Anandi. I suppose in the end, the whole of life becomes an act of letting go. But what always hurts the most is not taking a moment to say a goodbye. I want to thank my father for all I learned from him.
Thank you, Mayur. That was a good try. You can see you'll have to express and go along with the character. So how well that connects is how better you get at it. So you can try it at home. Just play a video on mute. Just try to read the captions and try to get those emotions and expressions right. I think then if you do it consistently over a period of time, your vocal variety will get a big boost. With that, I'd like to have a couple of table topics for our guests, just the normal, regular table topics. Do we have the time?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll go with a few table topics for the guests, just the regular ones. Okay, I'll give you a topic. You just have to speak from 1 to 2 minutes, and the maximum you can go is 2 minutes 30 seconds, and the minimum you have to speak is for 1 minute. So who would like to take this table topic? Any volunteers? Raise your hand. Dyuman, there you go. Hi Dyuman, welcome back. So your topic is just a question. You have to answer the question for me. If you were to swap your life with one person, who would it be and why? If you were to swap your life with a person's, who would it be and why? Dyuman.
So if I would have to swap my life with another person, who would it be and why? Is that right?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Do I have the 30 seconds to prepare?
You can take 10 seconds. We'll give you 10
Okay.
seconds.
All right. Okay, I am ready.
Go ahead.
So if I could swap my life with someone else at this point in time, I think I would choose someone who is of an older age than me. And the reason why is because at the moment, this is a time when it's difficult to go around and explore new things, and which is the most, what one does the most in my age at the moment. And so I think in this moment in time, the age group I'm in the 18 to 30 age group, must be one of the tough age groups. So I would probably choose to swap with someone who is either older, or even better, someone who is younger, like who's a small child at the moment. And yes, that is.
Great try, Dyuman. Great try. Would like to swap with someone older or somebody really young, and not somebody with who you share the same age group with. Interesting. Now let's go to the next topic, and I think I'll call another guest of ours here. And how about I call Sanchi? Sanchi, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Hi.
Just can you give it a shot? I'm just going to give you a topic. You speak for 1 to 2 minutes on that topic. Anything that comes to your mind without any hesitation. You can just go ahead, whatever comes to your mind. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Your topic is, what do you see when you close your eyes? What do you see when you close your eyes? Sanchi Mehra.
So when I close my eyes, I see that I am on a beach because I'm a big time beach lover, and traveling and friends, and just chilling with friends. So definitely, I mean, I want to be on a beach right now, and there is sunset, and there's this calmness, that the beach sounds really give you. So missing those sounds and missing, a cup of, good chai on the beach right now. Yeah, I think that's all from my side.
Thanks, Sanchi. Thanks for giving it a shot and being the lamb. I'm sure many of you started feeling the beach vibes and want to go there. So let's move to the next topics. I'm going to provide a proper transition for this topic. So I'd like to invite, let me pick another lamb now. Hitansha, are you there with us? Hitansha?
Hi, am I audible?
Yes, you're very clear.
Hi, I'm here.
So your topic, Hitansha, I'm just transitioning from beach. Now I'm going to ask you whether it's mountains or lakes. Mountains or lakes for Hitansha?
I think I'd like to go with mountains because that's also the last trip I took and all the snow. And since everybody after the lockdown eased, everybody moved to the, not moved, but definitely I think most of the people travel to the mountains. And that's the most recent, pictures, stories that I've seen. So definitely the mountain, the snow, especially because I am in Delhi right now and it's so hot here. So some snow, some chills, some beautiful mountains would be wonderful. And I remember when I was in Manali, I just put a lot of, from a lot of pictures I shared, I just put the caption, I've been, so before that, I'd never really seen like that much snow. But last time we went, it was I was really lucky and we had like a lot of snow everywhere. It even snowed. And like, it was just like a week of snow for us. So I was just like, I'd seen the hills and they were beautiful, but now that I saw the hills with snow this time, it just felt like somebody beautiful was putting on the perfect amount of makeup and they looked even prettier. So definitely the mountains.
Thank you, Hitanja. I really wish I could see you on video. You sounded so animated and you brought in a visual journey of sorts with your speech. Well done, Hitanja. Well done. Please give a brilliant round of applause. And for the next topic, I'd like to ask our timer, somebody, if you could take up the timer role for, and as I call our person who joined back speech viewers, Bidu, to try out this topic. Bidu, are you ready?
Yes.
Bidu, as you know, today is the first meeting of the new Toastmasters year. So July, we start a new Toastmasters year. What are your resolutions for the new Toastmaster year? What are your resolutions for the new Toastmaster year? Toastmaster Bidu.
Hi, everyone. So many of you might have known me that my relationship with Toastmasters has always been a stopgap restart journey. So my resolutions would be to find a way to keep continuing it. I have always been found it difficult to keep continuing it at a stretch because of whatever reasons. So going forward, I would want to ensure that no matter what reasons come up, I should find some time to keep continuing to participate in some club meetings, irrespective of the days, and ensure my learning continues without any stops. Apart from that, some other things that I want to also achieve in terms of role taking, because I have been a participant, but I have not actively taken up roles in other clubs. So this is something I want to try out in taking active steps in other clubs also, and involve myself a little bit deeper in the overall environment of Toastmasters. Thank you.
Good try, Bidu. I mean, I really wish the best for your, and I hope your resolutions turn true. And with that, I just want to ask if we have time for another topic. Otherwise, I will wrap this up and hand it over to the next person.
We can hand it over.
Sure. Thank you, Mayur, for that confirmation. I hope you all had a nice time with voiceover and a bunch of table topics. I think there's one person who missed the table topics, but we'll make sure he gets to speak eventually. Shankar, I'm talking about you. We'll make sure you speak in the meeting. So with that, I'd like to hand over the screen back to our Toastmaster of the day, the very humorous Pulkit Mittal.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Deepa, for this hilarious and engaging show. We all were laughing uncontrollably in this voiceover segment. Let's give a good round of applause for moderator and all voice actors and table topic speakers also. Now, let's move to the third segment of our meeting, evaluation. A speaker without an evaluator is just like mud without a potter. He can save himself from all the bashing, but he will never be a beautiful poet. I would like to request our potter, General Evaluator Toastmaster Vandana, to come and present the reports. Over to you, Toastmaster Vandana.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. And what an exciting meeting it has been. It's interesting to change up what we usually do and experiment. And To start the evaluation, I'd like to first invite our speech evaluator for our speaker, Nitin. I'd like to invite Toastmaster Sushma to come and give her speech evaluation. Over to you, Sushma.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. As an evaluator, I would be evaluating Toastmaster Nitin's icebreaker speech. And I would say, to begin with, it was well-crafted speech. And vocal variety was also very clear. You have mentioned you are an introvert, but it didn't seem to be introvert. You are very comfortable, and I could not find any nervousness in your speech. Throughout, you are very comfortable. Good language usage as well. And only very few recommendations. If you can deliver and give your speech, it would be more effective. And when it comes to eye contact, to engage audience, if you can look at the camera and deliver your speech, it would be more impactful. And yes, looking forward to hear more speeches, Toastmaster Nitin. Yes, overall, it was a very good speech, and you gave a good introduction about yourself, engaged audience well. Yes, overall, it was a good speech. All the best, Toastmaster Nitin. Over to General Evaluator Vandana. Toastmaster Vandana.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sushma. So being an icebreaker speech, did we get to know Nitin well? I would say, Nitin, it was a great attempt and it's your first speech, so congratulations. The one recommendation, the main thing is, we need to eliminate all the things that make us uncomfortable or distracted. So as long as you set your room and your device right, I think you'll just raise your delivery to another level. So the only thing I was worried about, the device falling and all these things happen, and we are here just to learn and be a better at preparing on how to place our device. And we're all here to help you. In between, we had some barking also interrupting. What I would recommend for you to do is give the same speech if you're okay to do it. I'm not saying that you must do it, but if you are ready to do it, go and give it at all the clubs that you can do so. And the other thing that I would like to say is, you are a very confident person. Like Sushma said, I don't think, it doesn't come across as you're introverted. But the first thing that you can do is work very well on how you start. And in your starting, don't repeat the things that you are saying. So if you can do that and say that this is my L1, P1, you don't have to bother. That's the evaluator's job. They will talk about it. And then you just jump into your speech. So don't think too much and just smile. I think you have a good screen presence. You are very confident. And in spite of all that, like if this happened to me, my screen fell, all this was happening, I don't think I would have been able to give half the performance that you gave. So great job, Nitin. And Sushma, thank you. I think it's an important job for someone who's starting out as a Toastmaster to give a motivating evaluation. And I think you've done a great job. But I would say highlight one or two more things that went really well, so that we can just, boost his confidence a little more. Otherwise, I would like to request all of you to stand up and give Nitin a standing ovation, as is the custom of Toastmasters, for any icebreaker speech. Feel free to unmute yourself and give a big round of applause.
Thank you so much, Vandana.
Yeah, these are not things that you always get, so I hope you're happy. And thank you. So next, let's talk about what happened with our voice enactment. There was a lot of confusion, but I think we all had a great laugh, and a great job to all the organizers who planned this. And that too, this was a segment that we had planned and then we moved it. So it had to happen, but it took its time. And every enactment was interesting. It had its pluses and minuses. Deepa, only thing is I felt like maybe you could have organized about who would play the video and the links. That's the only bit that I felt like could have, like, you could have given it to the Zoom master, or the Zoom master should actually ask ahead, probably what can be done. So the first team, I felt you guys did a great job, especially because like Adarsh even wore the cap and came. So you had all your expressions, your voices, everything was great. The only thing I felt was the usage of the word SHIT, which I do not want to say. So that's the only thing. Like, you can actually use another word, like probably. And there were parts which I feel like, Nitin, you did a great job. But when you have to shout, just go ahead and shout. Like, don't be shy. So we're going to do this. You should probably take up things where you have to shout. So when the spray is coming into his eyes, you need to shout. So other than that, I think you guys did a great job in terms of even the diction. Your pronunciations work pretty well done. All of you, in fact. Next team. It is very odd to be evaluating myself. But I will say that definitely the second team could have been a little more prepared, because there were moments where the speakers were so held up laughing within themselves, so it was difficult for their voices to come out. But overall, it was a great choice of a period drama, and definitely you didn't go with the traditional approach of delivering as is. And I think it's interesting for people to play opposite genders to kind of exercise your vocal cords and try it out. But it would not be right for me to comment further because I was part of the team. So great job, Akash and Mayur. And next, about Mayur. Mayur, I think it was really nice for you to choose a piece which is so emotional and which is quite popular, in fact, and a very tough one. So I think it was nice that you decided to challenge yourself by taking a piece like this and doing it. But I would say you can do a better job in terms of bringing that sadness into the voice. But you told your dialogues well, but bringing that emotion by pausing better and modulating better is something that definitely you can try and work on. Thank you, Deepa, for bringing some table topics, because what is the meeting, of Toastmasters? It feels incomplete without a few table topics. I love the fact that you engaged our guests to come and you use some great topics, and almost all the speakers were able to speak. Yes, it gives us jitters to give it a try. Only thing is, I felt like one of the volunteers who was raising their hand probably didn't get a chance. So like, probably you can look ahead at all of you, put your video on gallery view and then look at who was raising their hands. Maybe you probably wanted to give guests from outside, but I think it's also important to give members of the club also an opportunity to speak. Overall, that segment was the highlight and was really, I think, something to start this first meeting of this new term. Next, I'll speak about the other role players. So Sergeant at Arms, great energy, and that's exactly what you need to start the meeting. And you did a great job. The other thing I would say is, as Sergeant at Arms, I would recommend for you to also, before the meeting, play a role as a welcoming person. So we had a few guests. So take their names and just say welcome to the meeting. You have to just keep saying that. And the other thing I would recommend is sharing a welcome message, which has maybe the social media handles, would probably a good way to complete your role. But otherwise, when you came and spoke, you did your job perfectly. As the presiding officer, Mayur, what a great way to start this term by asking all the executive committee members from the previous term to come and share your views. The only thing I would suggest was, I definitely, if you had informed them beforehand, you could have gotten more time to round off what you spoke after they spoke. But because you had not informed them in hand, like, they took a little more time. So it became a little longish. Maybe one or two speakers took more time because we all came not knowing what to say. So otherwise, it was great. And I love that you remember to wish our Toastmasters whose birthdays are today. So that's important to, celebrate every small thing that happens. The other thing that I felt was probably you could have spoken about the awards that we won in the last week, but that have not been announced in the previous meetings, because we also had, it was special meetings and we did not address that. So probably that is something that you can maybe even probably you plan to say it at the end of the meeting. So the joke master, Vineet, you were very creative and I think it was a great attempt. The only other thing I would say is there is a tone that you take when you give a joke. So I felt like you were very smart and clever, but I felt you need to change the tone to a little more hearty and happy. Maybe it is by pausing on certain words. That's the only other thing I would recommend. But thank you for entertaining us. Pulkit, first time Toastmaster of the day. What a great job you did. I understand it's quite nervous, it's unnerving, and you get, you so many things that are going on, especially today. We had different segments that were not usual to our normal way of doing our Toastmasters meeting. But I think you did a great job. The only other thing is, yes, you did look and read. It's fine, you're just starting out. But when you're looking and reading, make sure you constantly look at the camera from moment to moment. That you can do, and pausing correctly. So when you're looking and reading, there is a chance of us pausing in the wrong places just because we are not able to read the word. You should be pausing to affect, to bring some kind of interest to the what content you're saying. But what a wonderful message. We are so pressurized into performing, even in Toastmasters, as a parent, as a partner, as a child to our parents. We're constantly, so I love that during this pandemic that you brought out the message to us that it's okay not to have a plan. Because when the theme came, everyone just assumed that it's about planning ahead and being very, but you just completely surprised everyone by bringing that message. So I love that. Other than that, a special appreciation for you to say the way you segued into the history of Toastmasters was perfectly done. Great job. You did your introductions really well. I felt like when you introduced the evaluator, your energy was down, but then you compensated by introducing the speaker with a lot of energy. And next, I'd like to invite our tag team to give their reports. So I'd like to first invite our timer, Toastmaster Bidu. Over to you.
Thank you. So first of all, I would like to give everyone a warm round of applause for sticking to the timelines, or even trying to stick to the timelines. By and large, everyone stuck to the timelines, especially Joke Master and the speaker for today. They were totally pinpoint on the time they were supposed to speak. There were two areas of improvement. When we began the meeting, I think the presiding officer was interacting with each one of you, and there we a little bit lagged on for 2 minutes. Apart from that, during the video clip session, the first video clip, which was a Friends clip, the time limit was 3 minutes, but the video clip itself was 4.5 minutes. So I assume that was a glitch in planning. Beyond that, great job. Looking forward for you guys to improve on the time limit. Thank you.
Have all this role players and everyone qualified? Like our speaker has qualified?
Yes, there was no disqualification.
Okay. And table topics, do you have the timings for the table topic speakers?
So for table topics, I missed the first table topic speaker because my net was not right. Apart from that, Hitanshi and the other lady who spoke, they were on time.
Okay. Thank you, Bidu. The other thing is I think you gave a great report, but if you can specifically mention the names of the people and the timings, it will be useful for them, because it's good to know that, and yes, thank you for pointing out that we did go overboard on one of the videos. So that is something that we can, as, performers plan ahead and try and keep it within the time limit. Next, I'd like to invite our counter, Toastmaster Adarsh, over to you to give your report.
Greetings, everyone. I've been the R counter for today, if you didn't notice. So there have not been too many crutch words, or that's what you people might expect, but there have been quite a lot of crutch words today. So let me just take you through each and every one of them and the number of crutch words that they have used. So starting off with Shrishma, who was the essay today, and she didn't have too many R counts today, so to speak. She had a total of 5 crutch words, of which the most used one was and she only used it a total of 3 times. Moving on to the presiding officer, who didn't use that many crutch words today. The only word that he used too many times was and it is used a total of 5 times. And as for Deepa, our immediate past president, I was only able to notice a total of 2 crutch words, and that was and you know. As for Joseph Sir, I was barely able to notice any, and his speeches were crisp and clear, and I was not able to hear anything whatsoever. Moving on to our past treasurer, Akash, who used a total of 7 hours and 3 likes. So when you use the word like, try not to use the word like as many times as possible so that it can keep your speech as crisp as possible. So moving on to Pulkit, who was the Toastmaster of the day, I was not able to notice any clutch words from him. And I would like each and every one of you to give a round of applause for our Toastmaster of the day, Pulkit. Moving on to Nitin, who was giving his icebreaker today, and he managed a total of 22 R counts. And that is something I can totally forgive him for, because it was his icebreaker and it was the first time he was facing a scenario of this type, and he had a lot of distractions, and that made it all the more difficult for him to perform this role. Moving on to our evaluator of the day, and the one word that she consistently used during the course of her evaluation was "ah." Although our evaluation was pinpoint and was absolutely brilliant to listen to, I believe that she has to tone down the usage of "ah." And moving on to Milind Sir, the grammarian, I was barely able to notice any "ah" counts or any crutch words, so to speak. And moving on to me, I think I used the word "you know" a couple of times, and I think I used it most recently about a couple of minutes ago, I believe. Moving on to Duman, who was the table topic speaker, I was not able to notice any crutch words except for the words "ah," and "so." So the usage of the word "so" is perfectly fine as long as it's used right. And I think there were a couple of occasions where it wasn't used right, and that is something you have to make note of. And I think you also used the word and I think it was not used in the right context. It's always perfect it's always perfect to use the word and as long as it's used as a conjunction. And I believe that it wasn't used that way. So it is something for you to work on. In fact, it is something I've been working on myself. I'm not very good with the usage of the word and I use it every time I want to use it, and it causes all kinds of issues. So moving on to Sanchi, I was not able to notice any crutch words from her. So congratulations to her. And moving on to Hitansha, who only used the word "so." So that is something she has to use right. And overall, she was absolutely brilliant. And I also noticed a few repetition in her words. So now this is not something that every R counter does exactly, but this is something that I made note of because I thought it was necessary. And moving on to our final table topic speaker, Bidu, he used quite a lot of R's, and there were no other crutch words aside from that. So if you can work on that, I'm pretty confident that you'll get good at it. It's not something that all of us are good at, but we're all working together to get better. Back to you, General Evaluator, Mandana.
Thank you, Toastmaster Adarsh. The only recommendation I would have is keep doing what you're doing, but just remove moving on. That's all. Because what you can do is when you say each person, just say their name. Okay, I'm going to give the first, I will tell you the number of hours, and then you can say each name. And then you can say repetitive words were used by. So you club it. So that's the only thing that I would say. And looking forward to you taking up this role again. So thank you. Next, I'd like to invite our grammarian, Distinguished Toastmaster Milind. Over to you to give your report.
Thank you, General Evaluator. The word of the day, flibbertigibbet. Kudos to our icebreaker speech. He did use it, and he managed to use it in a perfect phrase where it was required. And the phrases which were nicely used during the entire course of the meeting, cool and calm boy, started to express myself, CA being the fashion, give it a shot, fix the lamp, stopgap, restart journey. Well-crafted speech doesn't come across. It had to happen, but it took time. There were much more beautiful words, but I just for paucity of time, I had picked up the best words which are right and which is easily to use. Now, for all the evaluators, I have just a suggestion. You may consider it. Most of you must be having a safe deposit vault in your bank. Just keep one word, 3-letter word, but. Keep it in that bank, never to be used as an evaluator. Because what we tell in our Toastmasters, or even as a professional, when we are evaluating a particular area where we are first highlighting, because especially in Toastmasters, we are using a sandwich method. We're saying all the good things, where they excel. And then we say where they have scope for improvement. So let's use that phrase. You excelled in this, and now for areas of improvement. The moment you say but, all good things you said, it just goes down and down and down. The energy just goes. The person is listening, for person who is uttering, it may not be that important, but the person is listening, he felt like going up, and suddenly that but comes. I have a feeling that you may differ. Just to think over it. Just avoid that word. Instead of that, you can use for areas for improvement, I may suggest. So just be aware of that caution. Otherwise, excellently done. With this, thank you. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Milind, for choosing such an interesting word, which I, shudder to even utter. It was a great report, but only thing I would say is when you give recommendations, like let's not delve into too deep into why probably the evaluation and the reasons for it. Let's just focus on the words and grammar and things like that. But thank you for your report, and please bring in more exciting words. You don't have to be the grammarian for that, so please drop in in the chat groups. So thank you, and before, do I move on to the listener, or shall I just wrap up and then hand over? Okay, I'll just invite the listener. Toastmaster Joseph, I'd like to invite you for your listener's role. I think you're on mute.
You're on mute, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vandana. TM Modi, in his course at the 9th standard, what was attracting him more at the age of in the 9th standard? What was attracting him? I think it is money. One more thing, the Toastmaster of the day compared his journey of life to what?
Fog in a winter, during winter. A foggy day in winter.
Pollution, the smoke.
He compares the life with walking in foggy road. Now coming to Toastmaster Nitin, in his race, he lost what? His accident. Okay, I will tell 2 fingers and his limb. It was a race and he lost an accident. Nitin said one more thing. For CA, he joined an institute. What is the name of that institute and where it is located?
Ratnam, sir.
For CA.
No, for CA, Vijayawada.
No.
Supervis.
Okay, I will tell. This is the name of the institute is Mastermind, and it's located in Nellore. In the second scene, the scene Sense and Sensibility, a person enters and she is asking for a position. What is that position for?
Atlas. Nile River in the Atlas.
Yes, she was asking a position for River Nile. Not in Atlas, it is in Egypt, I think.
In the Atlas, the book.
Okay. In the second scene, under the cot came out a person. What name is was? Is or her?
Charlotte. Charlotte? Is
No.
it Charlotte? Okay. Got it.
Edward.
No, that was the guy. Edward Ferrars
Yeah.
is the guy.
Yeah. Okay.
The girl was someone else.
Under the cot.
Yeah, under the cot, the girl's name was different. The guy played by Hugh Grant was Edward Ferrars.
In the monologue, Mayur referred to a person. Who is that person?
His father.
Not his father. There's another person he referred. What you said? The name of the person.
I had said his father only.
What is the name of the person?
This I don't remember.
Richard Parker.
Thank you so much. Thank you to all. Thank you to Toastmaster Joseph for being an amazing listener. I have to interrupt you because of the time, because this term we are working on keeping to time, and we've had some delays with our new segment. So thank you so much, and that was fun. But I think there are quite a number of people who weren't listening properly. So probably we have to work on our listening skills, including me. After questions, I was wondering. Okay,
I have one suggestion. If you want to listen correctly, your mind should help your ear.
Yeah, sure.
Your
So
mind
we'll
is
probably
somewhere
take
and
the
ear is
discussion.
somewhere not.
No worries. We'll take this discussion offline. So moving on. Dear Deepa, dear Mayur, a wonderful job on this meeting. Why I have to give credit to both, the past president and the current president is it's difficult to transition from one team to the other, and there's always hiccups in that transition. But you guys have done an amazing job. The agenda, the meeting poster, the post descriptions, everything was great. Except for, yes, social media links, but we're all trying to figure it out and make it perfect. So great job. And thank you for this interesting meeting. And thank you for having me as general evaluator. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vandana, for this descriptive evaluation. Thanks to the coordination shown by all the participants and role takers, this meeting has come out as per the plan. But life does not always respond the same way to our plans. You will always meet the unexpected at any turn of your life. So just stop worrying about the big plans. Go out there and start experimenting. Learn to get comfortable with the chaos. Embrace the uncertainty. On this note, I will hand over the meeting to the club president, Toastmaster Mayur. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Pulkit, for bringing out wonderful theme for the day. It was a great experience listening you, and it was a great experiment doing voice in action today. I hope we can do in further meetings, and we will plan better in a better manner. Now, I would like to take some feedbacks from our guests. First, I would like to invite our guest Shankar if he's here. to, okay, he's not here, I guess. No, so I would like to invite Sachi Mehra to say a few words. How did you feel today and where are you from joining us?
Hi, yeah, the session was really good. I just heard about Toastmasters from some colleagues and friends. So this was my first meeting ever, so I just had all different notions in my head how it went. So it was good to see for real how this goes, and it was quite refreshing. And all the members, that different age, diversity in thoughts, perspectives, this is what I was really looking for. So I'm very happy with this. I'm in Bangalore. I'm basically from Bareilly, and currently I'm in Bangalore. I stay in Whitefield area. Thank you for having me today.
Sachi, are you a Toastmaster? Are you part of any club?
No, no, not yet. I mean, this is my first
Okay.
meeting ever to any
Okay.
of them.
So I would request you to attend a few more meetings and get in touch with Adarsh or any of the club member. So he will help you to give the details about the club and what is the joining process. And you can drop your, I have shared one link of our guest group, so you will keep updated about our meetings as well.
I think I'm
So
already
join.
She's
part
there.
of
She's
the
there.
group.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was in
okay.
touch with Sanchi, so I'll pass the
Okay.
details to others to correspond.
Okay, great. Now I would like to invite Hitansha to share her experience and where she is joining us from.
Hi everyone. As I mentioned, I've joined you from Delhi. So it was a wonderful meeting. I especially loved the voiceover segment. It is something new, and we would definitely love to try it in our club as well. So about speech weavers, a few days earlier I got in touch with Toastmaster Deepa because I was looking for a speech slot, and then finally this week I managed to spare some time out to attend the meeting. So it was wonderful being here. Thank you for having me, as I said.
Thank you, Hitansha, for your given details. It was a great having you also. Now, is there any other guest available?
Duman.
Duman, yeah, Duman. How was your experience? Could you share with us?
The experience today was wonderful. I found it was very, I don't know the word to use, but like there was the meeting was like taking my attention, so it was a pleasure to follow. Yeah, I found interesting the experiment of the voiceover. Yeah.
Thank you so much. We will try to work on more different things, and we will give you more quality in the upcoming meeting as well. So join us regularly. Now I would like to thank all the guests and role taker of the today's meeting. And with that, I would like to close the meeting of the today. So meeting is closed for the today. If you have any discussion to make, you can do it with any other members.
We have voting.
Yeah. Deepa, do you have voting link?
I haven't prepared. So can we do
Okay.
an offline voting in the groups? Then?
Yeah, that's all. That's good. Okay, so we'll do the voting offline as the meeting link, voting links are not ready. So we'll do that later. So Akash,